I'm Mark Medina with the Los Angeles Times. I'm standing with Mike Bresnahan with the Los Angeles Times. And Mike, the last time we did this video, we got a little bit of feedback, questioning why we didn't have any ties. So we decided to go out and buy some just for you guys. Readers have spoken.
I got mine from Sears.
Yeah.
JCPenney?
Bonton.
I guess we won't be getting any endorsements from Sears or JCPenney for that. By the way, I forgot my jacket. I'm feeling a little naked up here. It's kind of cold outside.
It's all right. We'll make do.
All right. I just hope I don't die from hypothermia or something.
You sound worn out for good reason. Lakers came out a very close game against Toronto, 109-107. And again, we've seen this many times before. It came down to Kobe Bryant bailing him out in the end.
You know what's funny? It's like he's getting less and less enjoyment out of winning games on these last-second shots. You can see these deriving less enthusiasm. Tonight, he was asked, is this the way you wanted it to end? He just kind of quietly said, no. He wanted the team to start playing better defense. It's obvious that he does not want to keep winning games like this against a barely 500 team here at Staples Center. This is not the way you want to come back from a crummy road trip, let's face it, with a buzzer beater against Toronto.
It's a lot of weird things that kind of came out of this game. They start off slow, had some energy in the second half. We saw a really good performance by Andrew Bynum. I mean, what do you take away from this game beyond just it being another contest that Kobe had to bail him out?
To quote Kobe, nothing. You throw it in the trash. I mean, this is not a good game. They go on the road again. They'll have 3 road games in a row. You got Phoenix, Sacramento, and Golden State. They'll come back after the Phoenix game, kind of a weird little deal. They'll come back for about 36 hours after that Friday game and then hit the road again to go play Golden State and Sacramento. But I still want to see this team on the road. I mean, they have 7 or 8 more road games this month. Again, at Phoenix, then later you have a 5-gamer in which they'll play at San Antonio, at Oklahoma City, and at the end of it, at Atlanta. This team is far from being out of the weeds. They need to do a lot of work defensively. Really.
What are they lacking on the road? I mean, you obviously saw the most previous trip went winless in 3 games. In January, they went 5-3 on that long 8-game road trip. I mean, what's lacking specifically in those games?
That Charlotte game was a joke. And Kobe did the right thing by firing the team up at practice the next day, really got on them. And I think it worked. The Orlando game was actually pretty acceptable. That's not a bad loss to the team with the 3rd best record in the league at Orlando. That was definitely a decent loss. So, Bynum was really fired up in that Orlando game, played really well, pick-and-roll defense. Sometimes he gets caught in that gray area. He was definitely very motivated tonight, played very well on offense. Pretty good game for Andrew Bynum tonight.
Now, you mentioned kind of the conflicted feelings Kobe had, which I think was very interesting. He seemed more upbeat after the Orlando loss simply because of the effort. Not as in the greatest mood tonight, but I mean, looking forward to the end of the season, considering the fact that, every win has implications with Denver, Dallas, maybe even Utah, Cleveland, the best record. Do you find that race to be more important or just the overall development, win, lose, or draw?
I think that the Lakers have to be leery of Dallas. They're only 3 games up on this team. Lakers had a nice 5.5-game cushion. At the All-Star break, it was over Denver, not Dallas. It's almost time to kiss away the home court advantage race. I mean, they're 3 games back at Cleveland. They don't have the tiebreakers, so they're really 4 games behind Cleveland. And they really almost need to kiss away the fact that, home court is probably, throughout the playoffs, is probably not going to be theirs. Now they have to worry about Dallas and maybe Denver as well.
Well, obviously, there's a few games left until the playoffs start, but Lakers certainly have plenty of time to change. I mean, we made those adjustments that we needed to do. We went out and bought ties, so we'll have to see what the Lakers do.
Anything can happen. It's obvious.